Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be visiting a lot of beautiful places in Georgia. Plan is to go to City of Love, which is Signaghi, and a lot more stuff is planned for the day. So come with us and enjoy. But before that, let's go have some crazy breakfast.
Hi guys, it's raining today.
Wines, different cognacs, chachas, and all different stuff, kind of the alcohol. And if anybody wants, for example, to make the Georgian bread or to make the churchela and the stuff like that, it's also possible over there. So the first stop is gonna be in nearly 1 hour.
Okay.
Georgia is one of the world's oldest winemaking countries. Its highly prized wines from traditional grape varieties are the most sought after from the Soviet space. The country is associated with the continuation of ancient winemaking techniques as well. Archaeological evidence suggests that primitive wine production first began 6,000 to 8,000 years ago in the Caucasus region. This includes Georgia, Armenia, Azerbaijan, and eastern Turkey. Each of the modern countries lays claim to being the birthplace of wine.
And I'll be your guide. This is our factory, Cathedral tradition winemaking. Here we're making bottling as an export in 20 countries, and also you can taste wine and brandy.
So we were at KTW Wine House. To produce high-quality wine, brand and traditional chacha, KTW Group built a winery facility consists of 3 main buildings. Each building has its purpose, where the technological process of winemaking, brand and chacha production are redistributed individually.
Somebody has red skin but inside it's white. And when we make this one without skin, it's made white and dry, but when we make with skin, it's made rose and semi-sweet. This is first one which Georgians tasted 8,000 years ago, and you can drink with fish and chicken. Also inside you can feel green apple flavors because near grows green apple. Which one do you like? Just remember numbers. Please give me your glass.
How is it?
Okay.
Now drink mine also.
Guys, give me a glass.
நல்லா குடிக்கணும்.
Cheers for the Georgia, cheers for the wine.
Cheers!
The factory is visited by many people every day. Guests have the opportunity to learn more about production techniques and taste Georgian alcoholic beverages on the spot.
Red semi-sweet wine, and it's named Kings Marauli. It's made from Saperau grapes, and from Saperau grapes also make dry wines Mukuzani and Saperavi. It's close here, Cathedral region, Micrazon Kings Marauli, and this one good for low pressure and low hemoglobin.
Good for low pressure and hemoglobin.
Must drink for ladies.
Limited edition premium quality wine, and don't go exporting. You just can taste here with meat, barbecue steaks, also fruits and cheese. Keep it cold and for fermentation, but drink it room temperature because it's a more taste and more aromas. And also I keep inside tourists who don't drink wine here.
This had 300 years old brandy stored inside.
10 years old brandy.
Gulp. How is it?
Yuck.
Okay, you'll take your glasses and cheers.
For Brazil.
Right.
Each of the wines that we tasted inside had numbers associated with it. Whichever wine you like the most, you can come back to the shop and choose that for your loved ones back home. And apart from this, they also had a lot of beautiful other stuff that you could buy home as well. Apart from the wine tasting, here you also get to witness live demonstration of the creation of Georgian bread, which is also called puri and is traditionally baked in a deep circular clay oven called tone.
Saint Nino. Saint Nino, who came into Georgia all the way from Cappadocia barefoot, and she made this country Christian. And if you ask me, the Christianity is not about not only the God, it's about the, how to say, like the self, like self-respect, really. So yeah, she was, I don't know why she was buried here, because she came all the way to Kakheti. I'm also having this question to the Georgian Christianity, and nobody answered me that. Yeah, she came over here. She prayed in the Tzcheta, and from the Tzcheta she went over here. So she died over here. She was buried over here. But about the Alazani Valley, it should be seen from here. Once we're gonna enter the yard, you're gonna mention that there is a drop like this. It should be seen.
The St. George's Monastery of St. Nino, sometimes also called the Bodbe Monastery, is one of the most important religious sites and attractions in Georgia. Today, there is a nunnery where the monastery used to be, and St. George Cathedral, part of the monastery, holds the remains of St. Nino, equal to the apostles who brought Christianity to Georgia. There is also a new cathedral being built using much of the same construction methods used to make the most famous cathedrals in Georgia centuries ago. According to legends, Saint Nino died at the age of 60 in Bodbe in the year 335 CE. During her lifetime, she had crossed the entire country, healing people and preaching Christianity. She asked to be buried in Georgia, where she had spent her life. Later, King Mirian decided to move her body to Mitsketa, but all efforts were in vain. The coffin couldn't be moved. This is really a must-visit place for anybody who's visiting Georgia because of the wonderful landscapes. I just loved loitering around this place and clicking as many pictures as possible. And if you haven't seen those, please go ahead and watch that on my Insta handle. The next stop was Signagi, which was nested in Georgia's wine region in the easternmost part of Kakheti. It is one of the best places to visit in Georgia despite traveling in winters. The climate was Mediterranean-like and oozed charm with its 18th and 19th century architecture. At the elevation of about 790 meters above sea level, the town overlooks the Alazani Valley and faces the greater Caucasus Mountains. It is also called the City of Love and stands strong as an alternative and offbeat place to visit in the Caucasus. The city's name Signaghi comes from the Turkish word signak, which means shelter. In English, Signagi means refugee. The city is surrounded by a 4-kilometer defensive wall with 23 towers and 6 gates. It is also called the Great Wall of Georgia. Interestingly, each tower of the fortress was named after the nearest village in order for the locals of the village to hide in case of danger. Today, the city walls run through the old town of Signaghi. You can take a walk, circle it, and then extend further beyond the city line, descending and climbing the slopes of nearby hills.
This is the wall in Signaghi. It is full of mist, so there is no much visibility, but it's damn cold. I cannot even speak.
It was called the City of Love for a reason after all. Couples are known to make their visit to the town to get married and say their final rites. Recently, it has been in the news that severe economic crisis in the post-Soviet Georgia has heavily affected the town, and a major reconstruction project was recently launched by the government of Georgia and co-funded by several international organizations to address the increase in tourist interests and to modernize the infrastructure.
Yes, yes.
After having a good dinner, we realized that it was getting so much colder and really couldn't manage without some heat, only to find out that it was going to snow. Yes, it finally snowed.
It's snowing! This is my first live snow experience.
Fresh snow, one lari. Organic fresh snow.
And that's how we ended our day. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video. Bye!